Good day, everyone. We are pleased to present SafeServe360 Spectrum of Holistic Observation, or SAS360 SHO. This innovation was developed to bridge the gap between learning food safety in the classroom and applying it in actual food service operations. So, what was the problem? Our students understand food safety principles such as HACCP in the classroom, but during actual premise observation, some were unsure about what to observe and how to evaluate what they saw. Previously, they were guided only by general questions, so the findings were sometimes inconsistent. One group focused on hygiene, another on service, while areas like temperature control or pest management could be overlooked. That's the gap we wanted to solve. So SafeServe360 was designed to connect theory with practice. The objectives you see here basically focus on developing students' compliance knowledge, critical observation, teamwork, problem solving, and professional readiness. In simple terms, we don't want students to just know food safety. We want them to know how to apply it. And this is our solutions. SafeServe360 uses a structured rubric consisting of 30 standardized criteria. Instead of subjective comments, students evaluate each criterion using yes, no, or not applicable. So rather than simply saying, this premise looks clean, they now need to observe specific conditions and provide evidence. This makes the evaluation more structured, measurable, and consistent. The 30 criteria cover 6 areas: facilities, storage, service, warewashing, garbage disposal, and pest control. So students are guided to look beyond general cleanliness and evaluate the premise as a complete food safety environment. Now, this is the overall SafeServe360 student journey. There are 3 main stages. First, investigative fieldwork. Students observe and collect evidence. Second, validation. They compare the findings with food safety requirements and identify gaps. And finally, third, transformation. They turn those findings into practical recommendations. So, very simply, observe, validate, transform. Before the fieldwork, students are guided through the rubric by the lecturer. They learn what to observe, what evidence to collect, and what is expected from them. So instead of entering the premise without direction, they already have a structured roadmap for the observation. Now, the important question is, did SafeServe360 actually make a difference? We evaluated it with 200 first-year students across 4 consecutive semesters. And as you can see here, all 5 dimensions improve from pre-test to post-test. The strongest result was scoring dimensions, increasing from 2.6 to 4.5. More importantly, all post-test scores were above 4.0. This suggests that after using SafeServe360, students became more confident with structured observation, more familiar with compliance, and better prepared to apply food safety knowledge in practice. So the impact goes beyond simply improving scores. For students, it develops observation, problem solving, and professional skills. For educators, it provides a more standardized way to guide field assessment. And for industry, it helps prepare graduates who already understand the basics of structured food safety evaluation. We also see the potential for SafeServe360 beyond the classroom. There are 3 possible directions. First, curriculum licensing for other educational institutions. Second, a digital food safety application based on the 30 criteria. And third, corporate compliance training for restaurants and hotels. So, SafeServe360 has the potential to grow from a teaching innovation into a scalable food safety education and compliance tool. So, to conclude, SafeServe360 started with a simple problem. Students knew the theory, but they needed a better way to apply it. Through a structured process of observation, validation, and transformation, SafeServe360 turns food safety knowledge into practical skills. Because ultimately, we don't just want students to identify food safety problems. We want them to understand them and know how to improve them. So this is our references. Thank you.